San Diego Gulls are hitting the stretch run of the AHL season, and the past week has shown exactly what this team is capable of: resiliency, depth scoring, and playoff style hockey. But it's also exposed some rough edges, closing out games and maintaining intensity on back to back nights. Let's break down what happened and what's coming up next. First off, they made a roster move. Ian Moore has been reassigned. Big news out of Anaheim. Defenseman Ian Moore was reassigned to the San Diego Gulls before the beginning of last week. 24-year-old Moore has 9 points in 41 NHL games this season and recorded his first NHL goal back in November. Add some size, 6'3", 205, and experience to a Gulls defensive core that has been productive but could use some depth. He was at Harvard, and he scored 56 points in 122 games, so he's capable of moving the puck and contributing offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. At the same time, Colson Petrie and Connor Smith were sent to the ECHL affiliate in Tulsa to balance out their roster. Moore's arrival is definitely worth watching because he can provide the kind of two-way stability that the Gulls need as they make this playoff push as the AHL season starts to wind down.
It was a tough week last week for the Gulls. I mean, they came up empty a couple of times. They did get a point, at least in the shootout loss to San Jose, and that's where we're going to start. Back on February 18th, last week, during the week, the Barracuda beat the Gulls 4-3 in shootouts. Ryan Carpenter scored with 4.5 seconds left to tie it. Gulls take 1 point. Carpenter now has 27 points. Roland McCone leads defenseman with 19 points. Justin Bailey continues to lead the team with goals at 17. Goals set at 22, 15, 6, and 4 after that game, keeping them right there in the Pacific Division picture. But Coach McIlvain stressed lessons in closing out leads, noting that the second period gave San Jose a window back into the game. And Carpenter's late heroics show the team's resilience, but they need to finish stronger. I mean, we've been discussing the Gulls these last couple of weeks. They've been resilient, but they're not getting it in the win column, Frank.
Yeah, there's always that one bogey period, it seems like. And in this case against San Jose, it was the second period. Also a five-round shootout as well. So they went a distance in that shootout as well. So still a rough loss. Very happy, though, to at least get 1 point on the board with how tight everything is in the West.
Over the weekend, they played the Rockford Ice Hogs. Didn't have that much success. Again, coming up just short. They lost 5-4 on February 21st over on Saturday. They erased 3 separate deficits and went 3 for 3 on the power play to pull to just get close there. Sasha Pastujov had 3-point night, including 2 power play goals, his first multi-power play goal game of the AHL. Ryan Carpenter added his second straight multi-point effort. Stanton Solberg had his first career 2-goal game, now second among rookie defensemen in goals. Matthew Phillips, 200th career AHL assist, and Callie Klein earned his 12th win of the season. So, yeah, they ended up eking out a victory over the Rockford Ice Hogs 5-4. But, again, a very close game for the Gulls. They had to keep coming back from deficits.
Yeah, you're going to have to play from underneath every now and again, but to continuously put yourself in a position to where you're doing that night after night really, really wears down on you. So, and you're going to see it coming up with what happened on Sunday night.
Yeah, 2-1 loss to the Rockford Ice Hogs. Tighter contest. Nathan Gauthier had scored his 7th goal. Thomas Sichanek stopped 27 to 29 shots. Goals went 0 for 3 in the power play, though, a stark contrast from the night before.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach McIlvain emphasizing the importance of executing with the puck and staying sharp on back-to-back. So now you're at a point where you're sitting at 23, 16, 6, and 4. Points in 7 of their last 8 games. Playoff position currently on the line as they sit 6th place, in the Pacific behind teams like Colorado, Ontario, and Bakersfield.
A loss in shootouts, a 5-4 win at Rockford, a 2-1 loss at Rockford, and it's getting down to some pretty tight games. Again, the resiliency, but not getting the results in the win column that you would like. As you mentioned, 6th in the Pacific Division, behind teams like Colorado, Ontario, and Bakersfield. Few points out of a top 3 positioning, which is huge for them because you might be able to host. And the depth scoring is proving essential for the San Diego Gulls. But the problem is it's the having to come back over and over again. You got to be able to jump out to a lead and hang on to it.
Yeah, and also that bogey. That they got to really limit that one bogey period that they've been having recently.
So coming up for the Gulls, they're going to have the Tucson Roadrunners on Wednesday of this week, and then it's another trip on the road. They're going to take on the Texas Stars Friday and Saturday. We'll have the update for you next week.